showcase why they were a part of this team.
With all these stars on the team, if it comes down to the last shot, who's going to take the shot?
Me. Everybody in the world has an ego. The only difference between us, we have a reason to have an ego.
Every one of us felt like we was everybody.
And when practice started that first day, every player seemed to be trying to prove just how great they were.
It was a very competitive practice, and I'm thinking, are we all on the same team?
Patrick, well, I don't want to play with him. Don't play against him. And you hear Michael say, I don't want to be on Magic's team. I want to play against him.
Every evaluation of Michael Jordan at that time was, he's good, but he's never Magic Johnson. In my competitive nature, I want to use every little bit that I could gather so that I can gain an advantage.
Karl Malone, he's the only guy I would even compare to myself at the power forward position. So I want to prove that I was the best power forward in the world.
Charles. Yeah, he's a great talent. Do I think he's better than me? Hell no. So let's do this. By the time this over with, you're going to be thinking I'm damn good too.
Chuck Daly had scheduled a scrimmage against a select group of college players, a group thrilled to be facing off against their idols.
I found out today I might be picking up Magic a little bit full court, so, things are just happening for me.
I think we'll get the best. No advantage on the side.
For the college players, it was a chance to see how they match up against the world class. But Daly, not stars grow into
I think we're somewhere between the mentality of an all-star game and trying to come together as a team. So we've got to continue.
I want their own ball, and we're going to be on the ball. The match is going to be dribbling all over the place. One fact is the exact opposite.
Right now, I don't want to start a lot. Get a good one. Before you realize this select team is beating us by 10.
We didn't know how to play with each other. We didn't want to step on anybody's toes, hurting the egos. These young kids, they were killing us.
We were not into it, and we paid for it.
Chris Webber was the man. I thought, boy, that's the guys from this league, I could get out of here.
Bobby Hurley was dominant.
I did have some success penetrating and collapsing the defense, and our energy, our excitement to play, all those things played in our favor.
Bobby Hurley didn't play 2 seasons in the NBA. Nevertheless, it did expose the one weakness they could have had, which is defending against quick guards.
They were playing great. Then I noticed that Michael Jordan stopped playing.
I'm saying something. Chuck, thanks. We're all right. Yeah, we're all right.
Daly watched as his players failed to make up the deficit. And in their first taste of outside competition, the Dream Team lost. A story their coach didn't want the press to get their hands on.
Everyone's talking about NFTs, how you can flip them in a day and make thousands of dollars. But did you know you can flip real estate in a day too and make just as much money as those rehabbers you see on TV without investing any of your own money, without borrowing any money, which means there's zero risk, and without hammering a single nail, hiring any contractors, or rehabs whatsoever. You don't even need to leave home. And with this new risk-free strategy of calling it a one-day flip, even if you're brand new to real estate, you can make great money working hours on the side. Don't believe me? Well, Tom Hill Gardner did just his first one-day flip and walked away with a check for $59,698. And Jimenez heard about this a little over a year ago, and he's already made $232,399 doing it so far. Ryan Kirk just made more money off this week. One deal, also a one-day flip, than most people make in years. $244,081. Incredible, right? And it's all made possible by a little-known ownership loophole that just recently opened up for everyday Americans. So if you're looking for a way to retire from your job, or provide a better life for your family, or make some extra cash on the side for any reason, then just click the Learn More button below this video right now. On the next page, you'll find a free 29-minute demonstration where you'll learn everything you need to know about this incredible new opportunity. You'll learn how the one-day flip works, why it works so well, especially right now, how to pocket your first check in as little as 35 days, even if you're new to the game, and how to keep flipping 1 to 2 deals a month with no money, no credit, no risk, no rehabs, and from the comfort of your own home, working just a few hours a week on the side. You need to act now, though. It's all explained on the next page, but this demonstration can only be kept online for a limited time.
The teams posed for a picture together. Both not sure what to make of what had just happened. But the man in charge may have had the answer.
He's through the game. Chucked through the game.
If you look how much Jordan played and how he subbed guys in,
Not picking up, not making any adjustments. He knew what he was doing.
it was legit.
It felt tremendous, what we were doing that day. We couldn't stop it.
There are kids who believe in Santa Claus too, and the Easter Bunny, and now that they've grown up, I hate to burst their bubble, but it was a game thrown. Not many people would have done it, and he did it.
It was gratifying to Chuck for us to get our butts beat like that, because now we had to listen to him.
The next day, training camp ended with a rematch against the college kids. And once play started, everything made sense again.
Tables were turned drastically. We showed them why we are who we are. We pretty much beat about 100.
They couldn't score. And by the way, Jordan played a lot more that next scrimmage.
Before the Dream Team could play in the 1992 Olympics, they had to qualify. The place to do that was Portland, Oregon, and the Tournament of the Americas. It would be the public's first chance to see the NBA stars together in a game, especially Jordan, Bird, and Magic. Daly had asked all three to be team captains, but Jordan had turned him down.
I knew how much it meant to both of those guys because they never had the opportunity to play in the Olympics. So I said, Chuck, don't worry about me. Let these old dogs do it.
Magic and Bird weren't just the team's oldest players. They were also the most revered. They had entered the league together in 1979, embarking on a rivalry that had redefined the NBA. And along the way, their personal admiration for one another had grown.
Matty's just a great basketball player. He's the best I've ever seen. Unbelievable. I don't know what to say.
In 1992, they'd be getting the chance to share the ball. But the opportunity would be coming at the end of their careers. Bird had given his soul to the game. But after so many years, his body was betraying him.
And back problems. You just get to the point where you just couldn't play. Couldn't think, couldn't move, couldn't run. If you can't feel your feet, it's hard to run.
Larry was on the fence because of his back. So I said, man, help me. You gotta play, man. You gotta play. This is our last chance to be
together.
Magic would be able to convince his old friend to play. At the start of the 1991-92 NBA season, he was forced to retire after learning he had the HIV virus. Doctors would eventually clear him to play in the Olympics, though that didn't stop fears from swirling.
There's a lot of players that really didn't want to play, but play with him against him because nobody knew what disease meant. I never bought in, I just keep going. And that's what Urban decided to do, just keep pushing, keep going.
Magic had made a cameo in the 1992 All-Star Game and had focused his attention on the Olympics, hoping for an encore of a lifetime alongside his old rival.
Our careers are really over. It was something I thought needed to happen for both of us.
Their debut would take place in Portland's Rose Garden, with their team needing to medal in the Tournament of the Americas to qualify for the Olympics. That seemed like a foregone conclusion to just about everyone, including their first opponents, who were completely in awe before the game even started.
The Cuban team spontaneously drops to its knees as if 12 popes had come by on Easter Sunday. At that point, the idea that this is merely a basketball game has been ripped asunder.
It was a surreal feeling. Like, dude, we here to kick y'all behind, and they want to take pictures with you.
Then the game begins. Magic and Larry come out together. Two guys that saved the league. They wouldn't be playing this game without those two. And Magic passes the ball. Larry makes the first basket.
And goes to the fadeaway.
I mean, it just didn't get any better than that.
The U.S. was off and running, and the result was a thing of beauty.
Johnson leading the break.
And no one seemed more excited to be sharing the court than the co-captains. Night was a smashing success, with the outcome never in doubt. And late in the game, fans in Portland decided they wanted a curtain call from a three-time MVP.
The crowd started cheering. Larry.
And as he had done so many other times in his career, Larry Bird rose to the occasion. It was a virtually flawless performance. Final margin of victory was 77 points. And Magic and Bird had led the way. For Magic in particular, after a year out of the game, the victory had a special kind of meaning.
Living with HIV, never even thinking that I would ever have a chance to play basketball, being in basketball in the United States. It was in the worst way.
And then there was the matter of making sure Michael Jordan knew he was back as well.
Yeah, you hear what the captain said? The captain said, sit down. He's going to sing. That's right. Have a seat. If you're going to fall, and that's all. That little extra something there, something kind of to prove to jump. I took it upon myself to always shoot with Michael. Okay, MJ, free throws today. He was the first one to 50. Or we had little games. Who was the better shooter? You know what you gotta do? What you gotta do? He didn't want to relinquish that control of the 80s in a sense, even though we were going into the 90s. You don't touch the phone. One hand, don't touch it. You know, he just come off missing a whole year. So it was who can win, who's gonna have the bragging rights by the end of this trip.
You can't get too close to Michael, it's a foul.
You're fouling almost a year and a half.
To let people know that he's a top dog and whatever. That's just his competitive mode.
While the winner of Magic and Michael's Can You Top This challenge remained in doubt, when it came to facing the competition at the Tournament of the Americas, the teams stood united.
When we took the court in Portland, which, you know, we're on home ground, we wanted to showcase to the fans who will be representing them.
The rain is spurting still. Jordan.
Numbers around the world. Y'all can give it up. These foreigners can give it up.
Ball with a steal. Stockton has paused. Let's go. Stockton set him up perfectly.
The Americans won their 6 games at the tournament by an average of 50 points.
All right, Larry, your impressions of tonight's game.
The gold medal was no surprise. But what was unexpected was the team's interactions with their opponents. He showered them with adulation before, after, and even during games.
Patrick Johnson and Aranda shaking hands after this.
The Tournament of the Americas served its purpose. The U.S. had qualified for the Barcelona Games and given the world its first glimpse of what was coming later that summer.
We just want to say this is just a small step, but what our goal really is to get to Barcelona, win the gold medal, and bring it back where it's supposed to be. Thank you.
They would hold several days of practice in Monte Carlo and play one more tune-up before heading to the Olympics. The luxurious setting on the Mediterranean Sea was fitting. They were already managing the world's most famous team.
Monte Carlo is a glamorous city, and here we were with the most glamorous team ever. So it's kind of a rock star-ish kind of a thing.
The players were relaxed and confident, and willing to admit there's more to the trip than just basketball.
I don't worry about playing basketball. That comes natural. I just want to have fun. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan. This is like spring break getting together.
Chuck says, okay, this is what's going to happen. We're going to play it like a real game. We're going to play 4 quarters.
We had me, Scotty, Mullins, Bird, and Patrick, and Magic and his 5. We weren't going to change that team at no point in time. You got your 5, I got my 5. He's just over there waiting to tag in. But it was about pride, and the college kid couldn't help either one of the teams.
Michael Jordan called Clyde out and tell him, this is what I'm going to do to you. Fall away jumper. So I said, no, you better get it back. Charles said, I want to take Karl Malone now. So Charles gets it, fall away jumper, good. I said, oh, Karl, you got to get him back. You better go down there and get him back. I went right at it, jump shot. You ain't nothing, Barkley. So then I came down.
His energy is real high. He feels like he's in an opportunity to prove himself. Showcase that, hey, look, I'm still Magic Johnson. I still dominate this game. Magic was the same. You ain't the guy. You got other players in this gym. It doesn't take much to get Michael going. Just a little something to tweak him, and it's on.
Like to lose. Mike always got that look. When you see that look, then you know just getting the damn ball the other way.
As much as it was 5-on-5, we could see in Monte Carlo gravitating towards, okay, Michael and Magic.
Magic was hesitant surrender his place on the mountaintop. And Michael, being Michael, he needed to say, no, I'm on the top of the mountain now.
And I was saying, look, NBA's not yours yet. I'm still here. Michael's like, no, it's over. This is mine. And the funny thing was Larry was on the other side going, it's his. Chuck realized the competition aspect was getting a little bit too high.
Killing everybody on our squad.
He wanted to end practice, but Magic didn't want to end because he wanted to keep playing because we just kicked his ass. How you like that ass kicking we gave you?
No. Come on now.
Well, y'all got the first quarter of practice.
By the time practice was over, even Magic had to acknowledge basketball's landscape changed forever.
Larry and I were talking, and Michael walks in. There's a new sheriff in town.
Just moments ago, the Dream Team boarded the bus outside their hotel along the Ramblas. They are heading for their first matchup in Barcelona with the Angolans.
I can remember the first game, the real game, came out of the locker room and stepped on the court. And I thought to myself, I can't believe this, I'm here.
At that point,
This actually may be the biggest mismatch of the entire.
The U.S. was a 46-1 run. 46-1.
It was just a tremendous atmosphere because there was an appreciation for how great the U.S. players were.
After the first half, Barkley's pregame prediction appeared dead on. But in the second, Charles found some trouble.
And the players in Angola, they play against us. They told us, you know, a kid, a fat boy, is very aggressive, the
and I told old boy, I don't know if he understood my name, man, ease up on the elbow. I let it go twice.
You can see the frustration of Barkley.
And the next time I did it right.
And a technical foul has been called on Barkley.
To his dying day, Charles claims the guy elbowed him 3 times.
People always say, turn the other cheek. If you turn the other cheek, I'm going to get you another cheek too.
What are you doing, Charles? The guy is half your size, but you know Charles is an equal opportunity abuser.
Erlander Coimbra did not think it was a friendly elbow.
That's the same guy who asked for an autograph, Charles. I mean, you think he's not his big
The game may have ended in a rout, but afterwards, the result was overshadowed by the controversy.
Well, good the elbow.
Well, we hit me, I hit him. That's the way it is.
Charles made you look like the ugly Americans, which we were trying not to do.
He said, Charles, look, man, you're a reflection of all of us. So if you do it, they're not going to write the article that Charles Barkley did. They're going to say the Dream Team.
Barkley had stained a dream debut for the Americans. But in their next game against Croatia, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan grabbed the spotlight, with the focus on their matchup with one of Europe's best players, Toni Kukoc.
Major storyline that carries into this game involves Toni Kukoc, second-round pick of the Chicago Bulls back in 1989. The Bulls made a strong push to sign him last season. And that kind of
make their discoveries over certain rounds so this guy could play in the NBA.